to see whether JudgeCrouse changes his control scheme for that. That's usually one point that I like saying is whether or not they bind special to extra buttons, because when you just tap the special button, Sign sends out like a little laser. It just tacks on a little bit of extra damage. There's a little bit of hit stun in the current build, and that way you can either extend combos or get some really sick whiff punishes because you're drawing out their ending animation for whatever they're doing. Or you can charge it, and that way you can use it as zone control, because it always goes to where Ori was about a second or two ago.
Right,
you can run to like one side of the tech and then to the other side yourself and explode explore Sign, and then meanwhile like up smash yourself, and you'll cover like everything. So it can be very, very powerful once you get that advantage state as well. And aside from that, the bash we probably won't be seeing coming into play much, because the only projectile in this matchup are the icicles, and they don't really, they come at a weird, awkward, like diagonal angle, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to find too much off of that. But, you know, he's still ultimately a very mobile character, and it looks like they're stirring the ban right now, and I like that. I'm assuming Judge was the first one to ban. He just immediately bans Ethereal Gates, like the biggest blast zone stage. You don't want to have to deal with like the heaviest character on that level when you're already so light.
Oh no, God no. I mean, you see Etalus within a 175, 200 at that point, and that's just frightening.
Yeah.
Jumping right into it. Etalus with the immediate icicle crash into the combos too, all over him right now.
Rocking the champion Etalus skin. And Judge already gets himself some stage control, a little bit of damage, but you see just those few hits that Etalus landed, already 47% on him.
Coming on down with that, and he's getting more and more icicle coverage too. And I like the fact that he's spread it out. It really gives him a lot of different options around the stage.
And you see him putting up his forward air too. Etalus forward air has super armor while he has his arm up. It acts like a sort of shield. But what Judge is doing is he's using his neutral air to contest, so that has multiple hits, so that's able to break through that armor.
So center stage now covered in the ice. Etalus trying to find his way back to it, but it seems so far JudgeCrouse has done a really good job of just forcing Etalus off the side. This is going to be a big punish here, though.
Yeah, already sending him off the stage, trying to get as much ice spread as possible, but Etalus knows he doesn't have time to put up the hammer yet. Oh, he gets Judge on the ice, but he isn't able to follow that tech roll read. That's the thing about that ice. You don't mash to get out. You just get to choose whether you're teching in place, left or right. Man, that forward smash so good, already taking out Judge's first stock, and that lets Etalus, more importantly, get his armor up. So that's going to be on him for either about 40% worth of damage until he does his next smash attack, or if he ever gets parried.
Right now just keeping Crouse off stage, 58%, now 60.
Oh, that might be death. Good DI going right into the wall to tech off of it, and great punish on that down special attempt, too. Judge slowly bringing it back. He's at 83%, so this is still pretty scary. He's actually, like, based on last talk, about 30% away from dying on this one.
Oh, goes out there deep, but he does not cover that, unfortunately. Now he's going to get parried, too.
So what Judge was looking for is during Etalus's up special, when he's charging, he can cancel with an air dodge instead of actually committing. And I think Judge was trying to scout that out to make him use his air dodge early and then to punish that air dodge afterwards. But Etalus let it rip and made it back onto stage.
Chased him around the screen so far. He's going to get parried again, and that's really kind of where he's been falling through. Etalus has just really had that scouted out and really knowing when to throw out that parry.
Here we go. The armor also gets shed during the up special. It makes it invincible, though. Gonna just back out away from that down special. Getting a little bit predictable with that. It caught Judge way off guard the first time, but now Judge is ready. When he gets Etalus in disadvantage, giving him that space to be able to punish that. Oh, almost, but the icicles interrupting just before Judge could reach him.
Yeah, he's definitely in that position where he's trying to scout out. He doesn't want to take too much extra damage on this last stock.
Up air. So far, Judge is making pretty good time. If he can, interrupt the hammer before he can get that armor. Just needs to keep preventing Etalus from touching out. This is great. Only 45% on this stock. He's making better time than he did previously.
I better say, think of the ground he's made up already after that first stock down 80%. Now only 45, bringing this almost all the way back.
Oh, expecting the release to be a little bit early. Etalus again holding on despite the fears, despite the intimidation. But Judge is still putting on the good work, nearly tying up the percent. Which, I mean, given this matchup is not actually even tied, that's still Etalus's favor. But here we go, another offstage situation.
Oh, great interrupt again. You talk about how he has to make sure he doesn't get that armor on. JudgeCrouse has been in the way the entire time, really frustrating Etalus.
Oh, there we go. Etalus manages to get armor finally and burns it immediately for the Dacus. Oh, that's going to be it. That got way close, though, considering how...
Incredibly so.
Yeah. Lotus actually got a really good read on the way Etalus was playing in terms of just understanding how to keep that pressure on. We only saw him be able to build up armor once within that last minute and a half time span, which just speaks a lot to his harassment ability.
Absolutely. And just the speed of Ori allowing him to just stay within the threat zone of Etalus.
Yeah.
You know, it's so imperative because I mean, even on a stage like that, the ability of Etalus to just kind of zip back and forth along the ice, really understanding where he wants to go with his movement. It's really, really good so far to see from Crouse. And I think we might even see some further adjustments coming into game 2 now.
Yeah, he's opting for Tower Heaven, which is always a sign from a player that says, I've figured out exactly what I need to do. I don't even want to counterpick because I know exactly how we play on this stage.
He's taking a ton of damage right now, though.
Yeah, right now he's going in a little bit hard, and Etalus is actually hanging back. You usually see Etalus sliding along the ice and just charging in head first. There we go, just an up air, not wanting to commit to a bash or a down air, wanting to keep just the simple advantage state. Ooh, that's going to be sending at a harsh angle. Yeah, he holds on to the cling, because if he jumped up immediately, that hammer actually would have gotten him.
See him still continuing this punish game. Oh, no.
Oh, and he's going to make it just fine.
Oh, of course, that huge up special, but the up smash to finish.
What a perfect punish. But yeah, Etalus having that awareness to go to get the up special spike. That spiky platform underneath Etalus has a big, strong downward hitbox.
But we do actually see Crouse with his first lead of this set so far. So really, I mean, the adjustments have been made currently.
Yeah. I mean, as the first stock, too, was just like a kind of, it's a trick that only works once per set, right? Like, he's not going to be falling for that again, too, which is making it even more promising. He's getting himself just some solid jabs. I like him hiding underneath the platform, too, so he can get some harassment. And you see the way that he weaves into Etalus as he's landing and then runs back. And so that sign is in position right when Etalus touches the ground and can actually sign burst. And there we go, getting out of the way, and Etalus slams the table when that whiffs. He's laughing so hard. He was for sure that cheeky maneuver is going to work.
He's trying to go 2 for 2 on that. But it finds himself down almost a full stock at this point.
Yeah. Judge is going to almost get that. Barely whiffing there, but yep.
Wow,
just
off the side. Carry him away.
That's the power of adjustment. That was, like, even without the SD, he was so in control after his first death there. This is looking very promising for him. It's a matter of what stages he doesn't want to go to now. Gets rid of FD. So easy for Etalus to spread ice there. There's nothing to hide under in terms of the icicles grinding down. Gets rid of Fire Capital, too, because very, very large blast on stage again.
Absolutely, and I mean, just the size of the stage, too. Etalus be able to zip back and forth. And really, I mean, DI away enough from those Ori combos, we weren't going to see that carry that we saw game 2.
Yeah. We're going to be getting Merchant Harbor, I forgot what it's called, actually, but it's, Arcane stage.
Wow. What a sequence here from Etalus. 55% already. Almost got the finish off the ice. But good guess there by Crouse.
Can be caught with his jab, and right now Etalus is owning this side of the stage.
Ooh.
Goes immediately for the empowered smash attack, and it pays off big. Only 26% to start it off. Wow, that was actually interesting. I haven't seen that before. And Judge is still keeping it up going afterwards. Just a series. And Etalus is holding back now, like, very deliberately. He recognizes how much better Judge is getting at juggling him, so he's just trying to prevent that from happening now.
Oh, I love the slide back there. Trying to bait Crouse to come out of the corner with an unsafe option.
Oof! Getting the spike on the cling. JudgeCrouse able to make it back onto the platform, but again being sent far out, 100%, and so low that he has to go up there with the air dodge. And just like that, because he air dodge wasn't able to get the height he needed to make it back onto stage. So Etalus now on the verge of 3-stocking, having a healthy 80% full armor up. It's going to be up to Crouse to make this happen. Oh my God.
The drop through too. Said, I'll let you have the one, kid.
Yeah, this is the community manager. This is what happens when he gets angry.
Let me remind you just who I am.
Judge is waiting down there. Again, though, Etalus not giving him at all. Like, we're not seeing any of the down specials or any of the things Etalus was doing in the beginning that was getting capitalized on. Never mind, he's still getting the air dodge, though. Judge still has 2 more stocks to work through. And he's got basically no percent at this point. And no stock, actually.
Bounced off the stage there. I'm not sure what happened there at the end, but, I mean, unfortunately, that's going to be how it finishes.
Yeah. I have to wonder, maybe